Bijan Robinson is one of the most talented running backs in the NFL. Now, unfortunately, he felt like everyone and their mom knew that, except for Arthur Smith. There's no reason why this man should not have gotten over 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards receiving. Instead, he was less than 25 yards away from getting to the 1K mark in his rookie season. But the good news is he has plenty of time left in his career. So in this video, I'm gonna play the rest of Bijan Robinson's career. Here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna sim every single week until he makes the playoffs, and then we'll hop in and play each game on all Madden difficulty. And we're gonna do this until we can get Bijan a ring. Then we're gonna sim until he retires and see how his career ended up. Right now, Bijan's an 82 overall with superstar dev, only 22, 5'11", 215. The former Longhorn has 91 speed, 92 excel, great agility, carrying a little bit low, break tackle, BCV really nice. Like, he's very well rounded. There's not one area of weakness besides maybe carrying could be a little higher. Juke moves insane. Don't know how he's only the 23rd ranked halfback in the league. In terms of talent, in my opinion, he's top 5. But right now, he's not even top 10 on his own team. So maybe he can make the playoffs and even make a Super Bowl run in season number 1. His Falcons are an 84 overall, and he's under contract until 2026. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does after that year, if he decides to resign with them or test free agency. With this improved defense, Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates, they might have the best secondary in the league, or at the very least, the best safety duo. They just got Matthew Judon. I mean, the Falcons are making moves. First year, they win their division, 9-8 in the NFC South. They're 26th in rush yards a game and only average in passing yards, so I'm not sure why their offense wasn't better. Kirk Cousins, 24 touchdowns, 17 picks. Bijan, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns on the ground. Algier stole 9, one of the best backup running backs in the league. And then Bijan only had 216 yards through the air. Here's how their season went. Started off hot with 2 wins and then stumbled a little bit against some good teams. Now they're the 4 seed, playing against the Giants in round 1. Bijan finished top 10 for best running back, but now it's time to see if we can help him win. I'm only playing key moments and only the ones on offense, so I can only user Bijan in this offense. First drive of the game, they got Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns. Got a double team the D tackle. Cut back. Bijan. Oh, that's a good tackle. This is where he's really nasty, though. I don't know why his receiving back overall is not higher, but this is why it should be. Bijan getting nice yards, getting a first down. Back to him on the next play. Another beautiful catch. That's some good running right there, Bijan, with the first down. As long as they keep me in, we're going to keep on trying to feed him. This play, we might have to go to someone else. Oh, Drake London. No, we had him, Kirk. See what happened when we went away from Bijan. Bad things. Gonna put Pitts on a slant, send Bijan deep, and see if we can hit him out of the backfield. Never mind. Oh, that's a great swat right there, man. Banks, the youngster. We're gonna have to punt the ball. Back on offense near the end of the first quarter. Defense did their job. Now it's time for us to get some points with Mr. Robinson. Algier, come on. It don't matter. He's breaking tackles. Come on. One block, we would have scored right there. I know it looks iffy because he just broke all those tackles, but trust me when I tell you, all Madden simulation, man. I don't lie to you. There's no reason. So if you're on the fence about subscribing, you know what to do, man. Drake London, I remember I missed you earlier. I got to go to you, big dog. Never mind. You're not open. Kirk, take off. Look at the old head Kirk Cousins scramble for the first. I can call him an old head because I am one too, okay? Once you get in that 30 and older club, you're allowed to clown yourself, all right? Here we go. Bijan cutting it back. Bijan. Oh, down to the 1. Maybe not the best idea to go without a fullback, but we're trusting the O-line running right behind Lindstrom. Touchdown, Bijan. Defense holds them to 3. Here we go. 2-minute warning. They're letting me kick the field goal with Young Wei. Okay, that's good. 17-3. Bijan for another touchdown. That should be the icing on the cake. First playoff game in his young career. Ends with a W. Next up is a game against the 1 seed Packers. Here we go. First time on the field. Backed up at our own 1-yard line. Up against Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, and that crazy D-line. Got to make sure we double team him because of that inside stuff. Let's try to cut it back behind Lindstrom. He's so good at right guard, man. He's the reason why we were able to get such a huge game right there. 27 yards. There it is out the backfield. Bijan. Oh, nice spin move, man. He's so shifty in the open field. There it is, Kyle. Look at Bijan downfield. Getting some blocks. No, Pitts fumbles. Damn it. We were doing so well. Defense gets a stop. I need them to get another one. No, the Packers scored twice in a row. Got him going out of the backfield. He's not open.
What is that?
Pitts, I'm looking for you. No! Bad decision, my goodness. Plenty of time though. There's plenty of time left in the game. We're down 3 possessions. Gonna be tough. Not gonna win the Super Bowl in Bijan's first playoff appearance. 49-14 the Packers. We're just a little too good. Raheem Morris got his contract extended. We're gonna sim to the offseason. The Packers end up going to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Dolphins. And now we're headed to the next season. Kirk Cousins still the starting quarterback. Bijan up to an 87 overall. They no longer have Rondale Moore, but luckily they still have Lindstrom. They're an 80 overall. They lost Justin Simmons. Unfortunately, they did not bring him back, or Matthew Judon. And their cornerbacks, where's AJ Terrell? Defense took a crazy hit. They still have Jesse Bates, but that's it. Grady Jarrett as well. But it's up to this offense to carry him. Bijan now in the top 15 running backs in the league. 95 juke, 87 spin. Let's see if he can have another great season. Season number 2, they go 5-12. Do not make the playoffs. Not too surprising, man. The defense was not the best. Then again, their pass defense was really good. 6th in the league. Run game was about average, but offense is what held them back. Kirk with a decent season. Bijan another 1,000-yard season. He also had 6 touchdowns. Algier once again stole 6. Receiving wise, he had 282 yards, 4 touchdowns. Best running back, Bijan finishes 6th this time. And this time the Jaguars win the Super Bowl over Philadelphia. And we're headed to the next season. Bijan's 4th year in the league. Kirk Cousins still here. When is Penix gonna get his chance? Matter of fact, I think we have to make the switch. He's a higher overall. It only makes sense. Let's go ahead and generate best lineup. There we go. Bijan up to a 90. Drake London no longer on the team. Lindstrom still here. Pitt's gone as well. On defense, Jesse Bates still cooking. 90 overall with superstar Dev. And he's finally in the top 10 running backs in the league. 95 juke, 93 spin. Here we go. Hopefully they can make it to the playoffs. Another 5-12 season. Did we miss our chance to get Bijan a ring? I think we might have. Run game below average. Pass game about average. This time was the defense that held them back. Penix Jr. in his first year starting did pretty well. 27-11 ratio. Another 1,000-yard season on the ground for Bijan. He had 11 touchdowns without Algier still in any. 301 yards receiving. And he keeps on getting higher on the best running back list in the NFC. Bijan had to watch the Chiefs win another Super Bowl. The Cowboys end up losing. And now there are some big decisions to make. Bijan currently has 3 1,000-yard seasons under his belt in his 4 years. And he is under contract for 2027, so they extended him or franchise tagged him, whatever it was. And he'll be staying in ATL. Wait a minute, never mind. What happened? He's not in ATL anymore. We gotta find out where he went. Where's Waldo? No, where's Bijan? It said he was under contract, but clearly that's not the case. Pacheco's the highest overall running back right now at a 97. Bijan is on the Texans. Wait a minute, he might have a chance to win it all. CJ Stroud, 91 overall. You already know that's who we're gonna have to use it right now. 86 overall. Talk about an upgrade. I'm sorry, Falcons fans, but your team just, I don't know, it dismantled itself. There was like nobody left besides Lindstrom. Now he gets to play with Stroud, Tank Dell, Collins, Stephon Diggs still playing. 82 overall normal dev. He still has Schultz. I mean, this is pretty much most of the Texans team in real life. Stingley up to a 93. Anderson 94. Hunter's still here. Let's go ahead and see how he got acquired by Houston. Was he a free agent? Because I don't think he was. Oh, Cal Juszczyk. Okay, but he's probably a little bit old. Let's see, where is he? Was he a free agent? Oh, there it is. He was, which makes no sense to me. I don't know what happened, but I'm not mad at it. Let's see his first year in Houston now. Will his stats take a hit? Texans go 8-9. They don't make the playoffs with that stacked roster. I'm at a loss for words. CJ, 18 touchdowns, 8 INTs. Not the most yards. Bijan barely got over 1,000. 5 yards a carry. Like, what went wrong? He was being very efficient. Only 114 yards receiving. They're just not feeding him the football. Here's how they stacked up. Offense was horrendous. What happened? Defense was really good. Man, that's just very disappointing. A team that good should have been in the playoffs at least. Lamar wins MVP. Bijan finishes 8th for best running back in the AFC. And the Chiefs end up losing the Super Bowl this time to the Packers. Packers. Heading to the next season. They got rid of CJ. Come on, man. We were here for 1 year and we only got to play with him once. Now we have Jeremy Hargrove, 6'2", 208. Decent throw power, but man, Bijan's not trying to rebuild right now. He's trying to compete for rings. 88 speed though. Maybe I helped him out and try to switch up the scheme. Why in the world are they using Buffalo's playbook? I guess maybe Braden Williamson is like an OC from Buffalo. I have no idea, but yeah, we're gonna switch to the Ravens. Bijan, a 95 overall in his 6th year in the league. 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons on the ground. The number 4 ranked halfback in the league, top 5. It's a travesty that he's only been to the playoffs once in his career. But what can you do, man? You can't win it alone, especially not as a running back. He's gonna need some help. Here we go. Send him to the playoffs. Texans 8-9. My goodness, another season where Bijan doesn't make it to the playoffs. Hargrove did pretty well, 23-8 ratio. Right now, he keeps on racking up the 1K yard seasons, 11 touchdowns. That's good news for us, that he's still producing at a very high level. Then again, he's not even 30 yet. Sebastian Green. So we've gotten to that point where players we don't know are starting to win MVP and other awards. Wait a minute, where was CJ Stroud? He's on the Rams now. Interesting. Bijan finishes 4th for best running back. I'm pretty sure that said McCaffrey was in the AFC now. Either way, let's sim to the offseason. In the 2028 season, Caleb got to the Super Bowl, but it was the Bills that ended up winning. First things first, let's make sure he's still on his team. There he is. Okay, they're keeping him. They're smart. Tank Dell's now the number 1. He's one of the few people I recognize from the Texans team in real life. So their team is absolutely gutted. On defense, they still have Stingley Jr., Harris, but that's it. Bijan, the highest overall on Houston. 97 overall. Start of his 7th year in the league. The number 3 ranked halfback. 99 BCV, 99 juke. But will it translate to a playoff run? 5th in the league in rushing yards a game, but their passing yards a game was almost dead last, and they finished 5-12. Starting to look like Bijan might not get another playoff run. Hargrove, not the most yards or the most touchdowns. 1,200 yards for Bijan. He's racking up 1,000-yard seasons. 11 rushing touchdowns, 141 yards receiving. Now the most 1,000-yard rushing seasons is 11 by Emmitt Smith. Bijan's already more than halfway there with 6 under his belt. So that might be something we keep an eye on. Right now, we might not have that playoff success, but he's getting good touchdowns every year. Good yardage, of course. So it is what it is. You got to play for your individual awards at this point. The Jets get to the Super Bowl, but the Seahawks end up winning it. All right, let's see if he's still on the Texans roster in his next season. Yes, he's up to a 98 in his 8th season. 99 spin move now. Number 1 ranked halfback in the league. Stingley's still here, but they're the only 2 guys in the 90s. Hargrove at least is in the 80s. They're going to need a miracle if they're going to end up getting to the Super Bowl. Now, I'm going to try to see if another playbook would be better. Maybe San Fran. You know, the way they use McCaffrey, we'll try to use Bijan in the same situation. No more Tank Dell. The only guy that's a current player in the league is Bijan on that offense. Defense, Stingley Jr. thankfully is still there. But that's it. Just them 2. They're 76 overall. Hopefully, they end up trading him or something. Or at least he gets crazy stats. Right now, he's under contract apparently until 2030. But we've seen how, you know, that might not always tell the full picture. So let's just sim to the playoffs and hope that he can make it there or just have another great regular season. Look at Stroud on the Rams, man. Why'd you leave us? 8-9. The closest he's been to the playoffs in a while. 9 seed. Run game was about average. Probably the best season we've seen from Hargrove. 1,100 yards for Bijan, 10 touchdowns, 346 yards receiving, and 4 touchdowns. Bijan finished 4th again for best running back. This time the Cardinals win the Super Bowl with the Jaguars. Bijan no longer on the Texans, so I think he's a free agent. Yeah, he's not here right now. Wait a minute. Here he is. He's finally starting to regress down to a 91 in his 9th season in the league. He's on the Chicago Bears. Still top 3 in the league. 91 speed, juke move, spin move, everything went down. But he has 7,000-yard seasons under his belt. 5 straight seasons where he had double-digit touchdowns on the ground. The most seasons with 10+ rushing touchdowns is LT, who had 9. Right now, Bijan will be tied for 4th all-time with 5. But now we have to add a 3rd team to our user teams. The Chicago Bears is where Bijan is headed now. Caleb, a 99 overall. Rome, a 93. Cole Kmet's still here. Jenkins still here. Right at right tackle. Let's freaking go, man. 85 overall. This is easily his best chance to get a ring with a 99 overall quarterback. Finally, we're back in the playoffs. They go 10-7 and end up with the 5 seed in the NFC. About average in almost everything except for, you know, stopping the run on defense. Here's a look at their schedule so you know I didn't force win anything, man. They earned it on their own. Struggled a little bit in the middle of the season, but we're on a nice win streak heading into the playoffs. Got a matchup against the 4 seed Panthers. Caleb with a nasty ratio, 26-3, but 19 rushing touchdowns. His 6th season with 10 plus rushing touchdowns. Tied for the 3rd most all time. Rome with 1,100 yards. Bijan 300 yards receiving. Caleb ended up in the top 10 for MVP. Is that Bijan at 6 for OPOY? Gotta be his best season so far. He finally wins best running back. And now we get to finally play in the playoff game once again. Take a look at their team real quick. It said they had an 88 overall squad over there. Bryce up to an 88. Jonathan Brooks a 92. James Mobley a 91. O-line looking really good. D-line looking phenomenal. They have a very well-rounded team. Not going to be easy at all. Right now, I would love to just feed Bijan, but I need to get a W. I'm trying to get him a ring. Oh, triangle. That's a nice laser right there. Palmer holding on. Oh, man, CPU's no joke. You have to be on your A game. Rome doing a corner route. If it's man, oh, he's wide open. Roma Dunze off to the races. Spin move. Oh, get off him. We're inside the 10. We have Bijan going out of the backfield. There it is. Bijan, too fast. Bear strike first. Come on, defense. I need you. Nope, I can't play defense. It's up to them. Yes, they get the stop. Let's go. Went to Ckbirds before. I might go to him again, putting him on a go route. Actually, Bijan, I need you. There it is. He's so good out the backfield. All right, Bijan, cap this drive off with a tutty, please. Beautiful blocks. There it is. 14-point game. I think we have it, man. Let's freaking go. Finally heading back to the divisional round. Final score 38-7. Next up, we have a matchup against the 11-6 Vikings, the 2 seed in the NFC. They still have Jefferson and Addison. It's been like 8 years. How are they both still on the team? McCarthy's still here, so their offense is going to be scary. They have an elite corner. Make it 2. Dallas Turner up to a 96. Man, this team is nasty. On their first drive, gonna get a touchdown, but not quite the extra point, so we can take the lead, but at least we get some points. 6-3 ball game. It's up to the defense. I need y'all to get a stop. I can't hop in. Only offense. Damn it, we're down 10. But luckily, we're back in the red zone. 2nd down and 1. Less than 3 minutes left in the first half. Komet doing a go. He's not there. We're going to go to Rome. We just cleared out that area, and now we're down to the 2. Let's set the hurry up. They're not in goal line formation. They don't have their goal line defense in, so we should be able to catch them off guard. Bijan for the tutty. Only down 3. Let's head to the next moment. Defense, I need y'all. Let's go. We held them to a field goal, and now we have a chance to take the lead. 1st and goal from the one they did all the heavy lifting. All we got to do is push. We just gotta get them in there. Yes, sir. Just like that, we have the lead. Defense, come on, man. It's up to y'all. 3rd down. Actually, 4th down. They're gonna get the touchdown. We're only down 8. It's still a 1-possession game. Don't let them set up. Come on. There it is, Rome. I need you, Rome. Beautiful route. He's the only one stepping up. We're across midfield. 3rd and goal. Odunze, back of the end zone. I need you. No! Bijan doesn't catch it. It's 4th down and goal. We might have to scramble. Oh my goodness. I didn't get it off. And we're not gonna win the Super Bowl. I sold Bijan again in the playoffs. My apologies. Super Bowl win goes to the Raiders. They beat Minnesota. Bijan's still on the Bears, but he's down to an 88 overall with only star dev. So he's finally starting to regress. Still top 5 in the league at his position. 90 speed. He has 8 straight 1,000-yard rushing seasons and 6 straight 10-plus rushing touchdown seasons. Will this be the first year in a while? First year since his rookie season where he doesn't reach either of those marks, man. The Bears still have Caleb, of course, 99 overall, and Darnell Wright. But besides them two and Bijan, it's all generated names. On the defense as well, we had our chance. They went all in for that season, and we let them down in the playoffs. Bears go 4-13. Horrible season. 14th in the NFC. But how did Bijan do? Caleb, nasty season as usual. Bijan didn't get 1,000, but he still has that double-digit touchdown streak going. This time he had 254 yards receiving, and now the Jets beat the Commanders 29-25. He is still on the Bears, and he still, I think, is their starting running back. Braylon Allen backing him up. That was a 99 overall Caleb Williams at his quarterback position. 10 years already in the books. Still top half at his position in the league. 8,000 yard seasons tied with guys like Adrian Peterson, Steven Jackson, LaDainian Tomlinson. 10 or more rushing touchdown seasons. Good enough for third all time. But will he have any more good seasons left? Let's see what happens in this one. Bears make it back to the playoffs. 8-9. They were 8th in rushing yards a game. They finished with the 7th seed. Barely made it into the postseason. Here's a look at their season so you know once again no forced wins, struggled early on, lost 4 of their first 5, but somehow they made it. First up, playing against the 2 seed Cardinals. What a season for Caleb Williams, 30-3 ratio. Bijan back over 1,000. That's 9 seasons with 1,000 plus rushing yards and 8 seasons with 10 or more rushing touchdowns. So he still has plenty left in the tank. Let's go ahead and try this again. The 3rd playoff appearance for Bijan against the 89 overall Cardinals. They have a 6 overall advantage. We're gonna hit the play action. Send one of our tight ends deep. There it is. Oh, that's a touchdown. What a pass, Caleb. They're probably going to review it, though. Never mind. It stays 10-0 ball game. 17-0. Okay, 17-7. There it is. Nice route. Phillips, what a catch. Did he get both feet in bounds? I don't know. They're going to call it a touchdown, 24-14. In the 3rd quarter, we have another red zone opportunity and take the 3, 27-14. We're in the 4th quarter now. Defense trying to get a stop. They can't. It's a 1-possession game. Looking for Edison maybe on this out route. There it is, Edison. What a catch, first down. I don't even want to have a chance to make mistakes. So we're just going to run the ball. Hope that Bijan doesn't fumble. Uh-oh, he's gonna get a touchdown. Bijan's gonna get a touchdown. That's the dagger. Heading to the divisional again. Next up, the Panthers, a team we've lost against in the playoffs. The 1 seed, 15-2, 89 overall. They're 1st in rush yards a game. Their defense, 2nd best in the league. Top 10 in every category. This will not be easy. 28 seconds left. Now, knowing how Madden makes the clock run, I don't know, I'm a little nervous. We might have to get out of bounds. Oh, where's the blocking, guys? How do you let that happen, man? That might be the game. Wait a minute, no safety help over top. R1, Bijan. Come on, get out of bounds. Oh, he didn't get out of bounds. That's the game. Another divisional round loss. We just could not get to the conference championship with the Bijan. Now let's just hope that's not how his story ends, man. Send him to the offseason. Commanders win the Super Bowl over Jacksonville. Now we're headed to the next season. Bijan's probably going to regress a lot. Bijan no longer on the Bears. Where is he? What is his overall? Is he even still in the league? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. 74 overall. He has not been picked up. End of the season. Bijan is still a free agent. So now he's 33 and he didn't record any stats this season. Let's see if any team picks him up next year. Oh man, I don't see him. There he is. 70 overall now. So if he didn't get picked up last season, I don't think there's any way he gets picked up this season. But until he retires, we're not going to stop simming. As the playoffs begin for this season, Bijan is rotting in free agency at the age of 34. 13 years in the league. I don't see him in free agency. Oh, there he is. 65 overall. Elite running backs, when they get to the end, they just don't want to give up. They don't want to call it quits. I don't see him anymore. I think we finally reached the end. Unless he's on somebody's roster. No, I don't see him here either. I know he retired. We just have to get confirmation. Wow. They're not going to show us. That's crazy. I know he retired. So I was able to tally up Bijan's career stats from the last screenshot we saw, which was in 2033. In his final season in Chicago, where he had 1,044 yards, 12 touchdowns. All in all in his career, he ended up with 12,215 rushing yards, which would be good enough for 15th all time, right ahead of Franco Harris and right behind Marcus Allen. And then His rushing touchdowns, he finished with 115, which would be good enough for 5th all-time, right behind Adrian Peterson and right ahead of Walter Payton, a Hall of Fame career for Bijan Robinson. Thank you guys for watching.
'Cause I'm on one, ay, number one, ay, I'm the one, yeah, getting it done.